Приняли.
Copy. Soyuz under 400 meters and closing. That fly around should be coming within the next 2 minutes.
Mode, and we're starting the fly around. Copy. Fly around.
Fly around at 10:59 a.m. Central Time.
Why fly around?
Agave, MCC Moscow. Go ahead. Agave. Could you please report as you go, guys? We got you. Well, we performed 2 roll maneuvers, and we are done with the roll maneuver.
Why do you want to roll?
So once this fly around mover is completed, the Soyuz will enter into what's known as station keeping. At that point, it'll be at a range just a little over 210 meters.
300 range rate is. Yes, Agave, we see that your thrusters are working, are firing, and we are moving towards the axis of the docking assembly. We copy.
Isn't that neat as hell?
Everything continuing to go well with the Soyuz flight today. The fly around continuing again. Station keeping will be next up. They'll be roughly 210 or so meters away from the station at that point.
Oh, stop thing.
Oh, there you can see the front end of it there.
Oh, the angle
Well, that's the
We see that
solar
planes
stuff.
right.
that you can see the docking mechanism, and the range is a little bit further than 200 meters. And we see that the crosshairs, that the station has moved in relation to the crosshairs, and we are a little bit the crosshairs is moving a little bit in regards to the solar array.
This is still just amazing to me. I've been watching this stuff since I was a kid, you know.
Would you please report, because our picture keeps dropping. Okay, range is 120, and the range rate is minus 0.67. The docking mechanism is aligned with the gyroscope, and we do not have any comments. Everything is going nominally. We copy.
Kind of like a
Soyuz
meta
spacecraft
video.
Less than 120 meters away from its docking port to the International Space Station.
I got the reporting. Range rate is -0, and the
International Space Station and the Soyuz actually just about to pass over
And
the
we're
United
back.
Kingdom, home to one of the astronauts inside that Soyuz craft right now, Tim.
Yep, we're back.
The first British astronaut to make the journey to the International Space Station.
mark. The range rate is -0.14. Everything's going nominally. Copy.
Love the way the thrusters, you can see the thrusters fire.
Да, я буду сейчас.
Unintelligible.
Получили обобщенную аварию. ДПО Б.
I got it.
Переходите на ручную. Переходим на ручную. Приняли. Переходим на ручную обратно.
Transition to
So, hello YouTubers, Joe Kersey here on December 15th, Tuesday, 2012, no, not 2012, I'm having a flashback, 2015. They've had the concrete trucks pouring concrete on these forms today. They're sort of quasi coming off lunch right now. I assume they'll be doing some more of that. Now you can sort of see the one guy working on the top layer of the stuff here. So that's sort of been the activity of the morning down on the creek bank anyway. Little Mountain Ash. They street, they are technically an evergreen. They look like a deciduous plant, but they're an evergreen. Obviously, they change their leaves at some point, but it's not like they lose them all at once. Now, we were watching this. Paul and I were watching. Well, then Paul and I, and then I was watching. Was watching this Soyuz docking with the International Space Station. There's another bug. I've got livestock in my beverage here. They backed off on the first attempt, and then they backed off on the second attempt, and then they did a fly around, then they came back in. And they were doing this all manually then after the first, the automated system backed them off, and then they took over manually, and they got docked. So thanks be to God on that. I guess it's about 12:30 right now. I assume, but the hatch opening is going to be about 2 hours from now. I've remarked before in my videos I'm a space junkie. I just haven't put much about that in my videos here lately. Good Lord, I've got all sorts of seeds and crap in my pocket. I did convince my friend from Seattle to put up a video, and you can find that under hyperbolicGrind. lowercase, no space, capital G, grind, space, 0. So I urge you to go look at his channel and watch this great story. Now, it's his first video. Now, listen, I'm not a suave, polished presenter by any means, but you go back and you watch my very first video from December 1st, 2012, and it's like I'm like a robot. And it wasn't really until February when I got my Canon 320 HD parachute. No, 320 HL, HS ELF parachute with the 16 megabyte sensor. That I sort of started, and got rid of QuickTime Player 7, so I could do it in, high def. That I became a little bit more adept, but I'm certainly not adept at this even step yet. But good for, I won't give you his name, I won't say his name. Meanwhile, my friend Tony Pincham from the UK has sent me, or is sending me, the highway code, so that I can, well, I'm going to, I rent a car, I plan to go back over there in September next year, 2016, and rent a car, drive around. And while my Ohio driver's license is adequate to do that when I rent the car, but I really want to read their actual rules, because I've always felt slightly inadequate over there because one, I pay attention when I drive, but they really pay attention when they drive. And they've got some markings that are not at all like the markings on the signs we use over here. So I really thank him for that. Paul went to the doctor this morning. His blood pressure is well under control. He has more or less stopped smoking. He's using the nicotine patch to try to. Now that more or less worked for him before for several months, about 4, 5, 6 months. Then he went back to it. I think the issue now is more he's having trouble affording it. Well, my Lord. It's not like I price cigarettes, but I know they're very expensive. And we live in a fairly low-priced cigarette country by comparison. I don't know, except maybe for China or serving in the Navy, where I guess they still sell them for like 40 or 50 cents in the commissary. I don't know. We had a friend who lived with us for about a year that had been in the Navy, and he said, you'd go down to the commissary and buy a pack of cigarettes for 39 cents, and you got to the back of the ship and smoke. He says basically that was all there was to do when you weren't standing watch. Let's see, that's about it. At some point here this week or next week, I got to get an oil change and a lube. I want to get this passport thing, get that processing started here. I guess it doesn't matter whether I wait till the first part of the year to do that. My Christmas card should come so I could send them out to some of you guys, but I got a message from the Vista Print people that said they won't come till December 21st, so you'll get a post-Christmas, pre-New Year card. It's about 40. It's about 41 right now. So the temperature is dropping, as they said it would. There must have been a hell of an amount of rain or something going south of Columbus here this morning, because the sky was very, very dark south of here. But Now it's this uniform Tupperware gray. I think that's going to be about it today. I'm going to hunker down a bit or read or do something. This friend of mine in Seattle sent us some Korean food we got yesterday, which we tried some of that. Well, I tried some of that last night. I might try some more of that, but I don't know. I've still got some stuff left over. I want to finish that up before I tend to get enthusiastic and end up cooking too much stuff. I gotta curb that little enthusiasm. Oh, it's winds out of the north now. Oh, it really has shifted. So, on that note, I'll say bye-bye, YouTubers.